The invention of the telephone by Alexander Graham Bell is a story of creativity and determination. In the 1870s, Bell was a teacher for people who were deaf. He was always interested in how sound worked and how people could communicate. At the same time, many people were trying to improve ways to send messages over long distances, and Bell was one of them. Back then, people used the telegraph to send messages, but it could only send short beeps of sound called Morse code. Bell wanted to find a way to send the sound of a person's voice through a wire, not just beeps. He worked with a man named Thomas Watson, who was a skilled electrician. Together, they started experimenting with different machines and ideas in Bell's workshop. They faced many challenges. Some of their ideas didn't work, and there were a lot of failures. But Bell didn't give up. One day, in March 1876, while working on one of their experiments, something amazing happened. Bell was in one room and Watson was in another. Bell spoke into a device and said, "Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you." To Watson's surprise, he heard Bell's voice clearly through the wire. This was the first time in history that a human voice was sent through a wire, and it worked. Bell and Watson were both excited. They knew this invention could change the world. They continued to improve the telephone, making it clearer and easier to use. A few months later, Bell showed the telephone to the public at an exhibition. People were amazed by the invention. Soon, the telephone became a popular way for people to communicate over long distances. It was much faster and easier than the telegraph, and it allowed people to talk in real time. The invention of the telephone had a huge impact on the world. It made communication easier and helped bring people closer together, no matter how far apart they were. Bell's invention was just the beginning of a new era of communication, and today, phones have become one of the most important tools in our daily lives.